back in here. Are y'all ready? Let me tell you something. I'm so excited. I didn't even realize how many we had out there until it was pointed out to me from the guests. I love every one of you all. You guys, thank you so much. We sitting with about how many people?
About 1,600.
Okay, let's go for 2,000. So go out, reach out to your friends out there to get them to tune into the show. Let's just go for 2,000.
You gonna go for the broke today?
Yeah, we're going for 2,000.
Okay, then I guess everybody can handle the smoke today. Let's see. Or you came here for the smoke?
Okay.
All right, did y'all see the guests? Brother Carter, bring them on in, introduce them like no other. You do what you do
Well,
best.
these ladies don't need
They need no introduction.
No. They are just beautiful ladies that we have on this show previously. I'm gonna let them just take their time and introduce their own self today.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start with you, the one I'm looking at nearest me.
No.
I always start with the nearest one.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I should know that because I'm always here. My name is Stephanie. I'm a mental health therapist and a 2-time faith-based author.
No.
And I'm always excited to be here. I love being with you all every third Saturday.
God bless you.
It's so fun.
Next, coming to the mic.
My name is Tiara. And
Hey,
I'm very,
Tiara.
very happy to be here.
Are you happy to be here?
Yes, I'm a co-host of Real Refined Podcast. I also teach women's Bible study, and I teach a course called Which Is to Be Found Healing the Single Woman, of which we have an event coming up on Wednesday.
And third,
Last but
not
least.
least, yes.
There you go.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Christina Price. I am a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a list of things, but I'm a makeup artist, a mother, lover of God. And I'm excited to be here. And thank you for having me with these lovely ladies.
Uh-huh.
And she's also one that is here. You can catch her every second Saturday of the month pouring in.
Okay.
So, all righty then. What we got here? We got a couple of shout outs going on, and then we're going to get this show, but the shout outs need to go before, but we're going to go ahead on. We didn't introduce these guests.
Absolutely. Real quick, we have a lot of things happening around the Love and Victory show with Val. If y'all haven't heard, Miss Carter's in the Fab Over 40 competition for the grand prize of $40,000, spa vacation, and 2-page spread in New Beauty magazine. So y'all be sure to vote for her. We want to keep her in the loop. We want to see her win.
Well, let me just tell y'all, on our anniversary day, I actually moved on to the second round, the top 20. So I couldn't have done it without you guys. And so I just thank you guys. I have 6 more days to move on to the next round. And so keep voting.
Yes. Absolutely. And then up next, we have the L&V Toy Drive. So coming up here, December 13th, I believe, we're going to be going ahead and during this time, we're going to be collecting toys. So be sure to drop them here off at the office. We'll be drop them off at DePelchin and working with them to make every kid's Christmas a dream come true. No kid should go without a present this Christmas. So be sure to partner with us, drop off a toy, and help your community.
Mention that Q&R code up there.
We have the Q&R code
and
up
if
there.
you don't have a toy, there's no problem. You can absolutely donate. Just be sure to scan the QR code right up there.
And you guys will assist us in purchasing toys. You can go to that website and you'll see that this is not our first time doing it. We pulled up like there is no other and bless those kids. And it's just a good feeling to be able to help someone outside of yourself. So please.
It's not only helping kids, it's helping families.
Yes. So please.
And then just wrapping up lastly, we have some amazing shows here on the LV with Val Radio. We have Tasteful and Toxic, VK Career Conversation. Be sure to listen to us using the LV with Val app as well.
How do we vote for the Fab Over 40? Can you tell them where to go to vote?
Yes. Why don't you tell them?
So in a lot of our social media posts, if you haven't seen it, they should be pinned right up on the top. Once you see anything related to Fab Over 40, you'll go ahead and click the link that has Valerie Carter. It's got her picture and everything. It's going to be amazing. You can also scan the QR code as well.
That's up on the screen right now. Just scan that QR
Let's
code.
leave that up there for a second there.
And we will go ahead and vote.
Give the constituents an opportunity to scan.
Please scan and vote. And you can vote every day. There is okay, let me just tell you. I know when some people go there, they're going to they want money. That is for breast cancer. If you choose to, again, helping someone outside of yourself, yes, donate. But I'm going to say you get to vote for free every day. You get one vote, and all it takes is one vote a day. So go vote. Please vote.
We appreciate everything that you guys do out there to help, what's the word I'm looking for, Stephanie?
Advance.
Yeah, that's good. All right, I'll take that one. I was looking for like a plateau into the next.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next level. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and do the acronym and get this show going.
Absolutely. So this acronym of today's show is TOUGH. T is for tenacious, persistent, stubborn, holding fast. O is for offensive, causing resentment, anger, or annoyance, often through disrespectful or inappropriate behavior. U is for unyielding, resolute and unwavering in determination or principles. G is for guarded, cautious and unwilling to open or trust others easily. And lastly, H, harmonious, marked by agreement, cooperation, and a balanced relationship.
Oh,
I like that.
oh. When I think of can you handle the smoke? And we were coming up with that topic. I had to say to myself, sometimes I'm not in the mindset to handle it. So people always want you to be ready to handle. Sometimes I'm not.
Yep.
But trust me, I'm never alone. So when I'm not ready to handle it,
what does it mean to handle the smoke? What does it mean?
When I think of can you handle the smoke, sometimes it can be trouble. Sometimes it can be just things that are going on in your life. Sometimes it can just be, do I even want to sit and vibe? Can you handle all the stuff that's going on in that moment?
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about smoking the hookah thing.
Y'all see, he gave it a whole nother name. He calls the hookah.
What?
A hookah. He calls a hookah.
You stay with that people stay all the time.
And he's serious about that. Can you?
Lord have mercy. Folks be watching me all over the world and I come up with these damn words.
So when y'all heard the title and you were invited for the show today, can you handle the smoke?
Can you handle the smoke?
What did you, Brother Carter, what did you think when you saw the
I
title?
had no idea. I just told you. I thought you were talking about smoking a cigar, smoking some
Okay.
yeah.
Some reefer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you handle the smoke?
That's Brother
That
Carter.
means I can't handle it.
Okay. That's what you thought. Okay, Miss Stephanie, what did you think when you heard the title?
So my mind went more literal, like a fire. Sometimes it's not the actual fire that kills people, but it's the smoke inhalation.
Oh.
Yeah. And I started thinking, like, I can't handle the smoke. Not on my own.
Right.
If it's not for Jesus in my life, there's no way that I could withstand the smoke.
Wow.
Like I'm built in the fire.
Yeah.
But I need protection from that smoke.
So you was ready
It's
for
not
this.
necessarily the fire that would kill you.
No, it's the smoke inhalation.
Oh, y'all ready today.
Okay.
And what did you think, Miss Tiara?
I mean, I thought about just pressures of life and just being in certain environments or certain circumstances. But when I think about like, can you handle the smoke? We're really not supposed to be able to handle the smoke, because if you can, that just means that your lungs are not well.
What you said?
If you can handle the smoke, it means that your lungs are not well. We're not supposed to be in those types of environments for long periods of time.
So if you're not doing something wrong.
Yeah, that means that you've damaged your lungs so that now you can take more abuse to them through something that we're not even accustomed. Right, you become accustomed to.
You're
to
numb.
things. Yeah, I think we glorify our ability to withstand circumstances that we're not supposed to be in long periods of time.
Y'all know this is be hot.
My God.
My God.
So you talking about just getting used to. I'm used to this toxic situation.
Yeah.
So now I'm just settled in.
I'm settled.
I've
in.
learned
It's
how to survive
normal
in there versus trying to get out of it or change my.
You're not supposed to be
You're not
able to
supposed
take
to.
smoke.
Yeah. It's a normal environment. Okay.
That's deep.
Ooh,
I need to pass the collection plate around.
I'll take it.
And when you heard the title, what did you think, Christina?
When I heard it initially, I was just like, when I just thought of when your back is against the wall, when you're just like pressured by life or certain situations, and it's like, can you handle the smoke? Can you handle this situation? What you're going through. So that's what I initially thought of when I heard the title.
Okay, then. Well, guys, I don't know what you guys thought when you saw the title. Put it down in the chat. Let us know what you thought when you heard the title, of how you see this conversation. Give us your questions, and we're going to come back and your commentary, and we will make sure we try to get to some of those questions and try to answer them.
All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty of things. Then,
nitty gritty.
Have you ever been in a situation where it was just so smoky and that you couldn't take the smoke, but you found your way out of the smoke? How did you do that? First, describe that smoke area.
You asking me?
I'm asking the host on this one right here.
Why are you all in my business? Okay. Yeah, I have.
You've been in smoky areas before. You've been in smoky areas a lot.
I've been in the smoky areas. And when I'm like that, I get this feeling on the inside of me that's just kind of uneasy feeling. And when that happens,
you sit in a lot of corporate boardrooms and stuff like that.
When I get an uneasy feeling in my life, when in any situation, I know that that's God telling me, be calm, be still, and listen.
Yeah.
And so I get quiet. I don't talk. I get quiet. And I'm paying attention to what's going on around me, because it's something I need to get out of what's happening around me. So I don't necessarily look at it as I need to do something instantaneously. I need to be still.
Yeah.
I need to listen. So I'm putting on it's kind of like on the airplane of life. When you're flying around, I can't go save nobody else. They tell us to put your mask on first. So I got to go cover myself up first, get myself together, get my feeding in, and then let God do what he gonna do. And then when I speak, then I speak sensibly to a situation.
But how did you get there? Were you always like that, where you could just manage your feelings?
I think I got there from something traumatic happening to me early on, as a young adult, and someone taking my control away and violating me.
Yeah, because you like your control.
And so I had to, but this situation here was very serious. I'll just put it out there. I've talked about it when I was raped. I had no control, but thinking back, I had a lot of control, because I could have lost my life. But at that time, I do believe that God, he gave me life, because he taught me how to survive, how to just sit in it for a minute. I got you.
Right.
Sit in it. Don't react, because one wrong thing could have taken my life away. So whenever I get that feeling, I go to that place. Oh, Jesus, Holy Spirit, thank you. The smoke. So when things are not good, don't just react, because you can run right into the fire.
Absolutely.
So you got to sit a while. And I'm not saying sit. It's not a, what's the word I want to use? It's not like sitting down and just
sit.
You just kind of
more like a quiet spirit.
You gotta have to.
Or the mentality.
Yes, in the mind, you gotta breathe. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe. Just breathe. And that's when
That's so good.
Your smoke is like losing control of your.
No, my smoke is sitting in it and trusting God. Just listening. That's
That sounds like coming out of the smoke. That's not like being in the smoke.
Well, I'm in the smoke. That's why the stress and everything is going on. So I have to. I'm going into. God has given me the things so that I can breathe. I can start moving. I'm in the smoke, because I wouldn't be stressing. I wouldn't feel threatened. I got a couple of counselors in here. Y'all tell me.
I think that's amazing, because that's a skill worth cultivating, to be able to mentally put yourself in a different place, even when you are in a chaotic situation, right? Because you think about it, people panic and they make the wrong decision.
You will.
First responders, they are trained on how to stay calm and grounded in hostile situations. Because when you become frantic, you completely disengage the part of your brain that is going to think logical and rational. That's going to actually help you to eradicate the threat and get out of that situation.
Yes.
So I think that is amazing that I hate the situation that you had to go through to cultivate that skill.
Mm-hmm.
But now that serves you in so many other arenas.
And you know, even when it's so funny you say that, but it really does, because even when there is a disagreement or argument or something going, I go quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't talk, because I know that I have to get to this place so that I can see my way through it, or I'm going to just make it worse.
Yeah.
You know, so I thank God for, you know, even though what happened to me was so traumatic, I thank God that he brought me through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Amen.
So that was, you're not going to ask him the same question?
Amen.
You took me there.
Well, you know, when you start talking about that,
I know.
I go to another place.
It's okay.
I'm not.
But that's okay. That's why you're still with me. That's why you're so protective of me. That's why you love me. That's why you get me.
Yeah. That's why I ain't say nothing when you said that you get quiet when you was not at my house, you know.
I was thinking about them doors.
You know what, Brother Carter? We go.
You become very boisterous, should I say.
I'm in safe ground.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you feel
understand? I'm safe there. There's a
that's
difference.
a good point.
You understand?
That's why she be talking back, because she feels safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
She want all the smoke.
Bring it.
I bring, give me the smoke.
Safe smoke.
Yeah.
Safe smoke.
Christina, what do the smoke look like to you?
Oh Lord. The smoke I've been learning how to deal with the smoke, how to sit in whatever situation that I'm going through.
Now, just give us a demonstration of what this smoke area look like as an example of being in a smoke area of your life.
It's just those times when things aren't going according to plans. You know, when everything may not be on the up and up, or you may have somebody coming against you and your family, or you know, something going on with business at work. It's just when something traumatizing could be happening. You know, it could be a death of a family member or something like that. I feel like that's my smoke. And so now in this season, I'm learning to just trust God in those moments. Like, okay, something's going on. God is changing something. God is moving. He's doing something, even though it seemed like he's not, because it looks like all hell is breaking loose right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God, where are you? And it was crazy, because I've had a situation going on recently, and I'm like, God, what is going on? And I'm just like, are you not hearing me? Are you not there? Like, am I doing something wrong? And I'm just going crazy, because like I'm in the smoke at this point. Like I'm feeling the fire. Like I'm very close to it. And I opened my Bible, and he brought me to 1 Peter chapter 1. And I was like, oh, there you go. And he was just speaking to me so much about.
And what is that? What is that? What does he say?
He was saying that it's pretty much like you going through this fire for the moment, but trust me that I'm here because I'm doing something for you. Like I'm changing something. So it was another saying to it that, I forgot, it was like a quote or whatever. And I actually saw this quote again on social media. A girl was studying that same chapter. It was like chapter 1, verse 4 or something like that.
Gird up the loins of your mind.
Oh my God.
First Peter, that's what they talk about. You know, back in the Roman days, they had to gird up their pants before they went to war.
Yes.
But Peter was telling you to gird up the loins of your mind. Strengthen yourself up here. Because things are finna get broke. It's finna get shaky right now. And if you shake with the shake, you're gonna be broken.
You go
exactly. And it was, when I tell you, it hit so hard, and it was nothing but Jesus Christ himself speaking to me. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm good. And I went to sleep so peaceful and like just so happy. I woke up happy, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can stand in this. I don't have to fight.
Right.
I don't have to have that mental battle going on. I don't have to fight this. Like God is doing something. So I'm gonna just be still.
I'm gonna be still.
I'm feeling the smoke, but I'm gonna be still in this.
Be still.
Yeah.
That's what God tell you. Be still and know that
You
I am.
sometimes
that knowing is enough.
Don't y'all think?
Just that knowing is enough.
That's
knowing
it.
that he's God.
Don't y'all think sometimes that he wants us to go through something so that we can see him, because we get so big and puffed up in ourselves and so used to handling things all on our own that he said, okay, you done put me on the side.
Yeah.
You forgot about me.
Yeah.
Let me show you why I'm God. And
Yeah.
you're not.
And you're not.
Yeah, and you're not.
Oh, that's good.
Let me show you how to
Let me
trust
show
you.
you how to trust. I need you forgot how to trust. You've been walking in everything that you can do. Let me show you. You need me.
Yeah. And we ask that. And that's the crazy thing, because these are the things that I ask in my prayer. God, give me more faith. Teach me how to trust you, and teach me how to, do this for you. Teach me how to love you. And then when he do, it's just like, wait a minute, something going on where you at. But I'm answering your prayers. It's just not looking how you thought it was going to look.
Think about Job.
Come on.
The Bible talks about him being the most upstanding man, a man of righteousness, integrity. And he was, what y'all say, hard pressed on every side.
You talk about hard press.
He was in the fire, in the smoke.
But didn't he stay calm? Because he
even when his raggedy friends,
even his wife,
you did something,
even
right?
Even
your wife,
even your this,
Reed
coming too. But he stood there.
Because you have to remember
what she
too.
tell him to just
curse God and
die.
How you tell somebody I love?
It wasn't just curse God. It was die.
Excuse me, man. That let us know.
Because she was so, she seen all the children die, all the horses and cattle die.
But again,
that let us know the state that Job was in. If your wife tell you just curse God and die, because
he was in a bad.
You
want my soul to go to,
but I mean,
when he was what she was saying, she and it could be we're looking at it from a negative, but let's look at it from the flip side of that. Maybe she was so hurt seeing him in that state, that even though that just the thought, I couldn't imagine it being that bad. And I'm gonna tell you that I'm going to tell you, just curse him and die. When I know that you love God so much, now I want you to curse God,
let's talk about Job's wife. Since we talking about smoke, I think she was a carnal-minded individual.
Yeah, she couldn't take it. She couldn't
see beyond
what
the
was in front of her.
Job was
come on now, brother Carl.
And so she was looking at her own eyes, seeing all the effect of things that was taking place in her life. All she knew is what she saw.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And so faith ain't what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faith is the substance of what? Things hoped for.
Evidence.
And the evidence of things you can't even see.
Yeah.
And so she couldn't even see what was going on. And she was blaming God herself. She said, what kind of God is this gonna let all this happen to you, Job, like this? You still up here praising this same God.
Yep.
Because she was looking carnal, man.
Yeah. So good.
With her carnal eyes.
So good.
That brought me back to remember. See, on the Love and Victory show, we call ourselves out. When something step on my toes or his toes, we go ouch. So I'm not gonna just go ouch. I'm gonna say it. Remember, this is when I was younger, and I was much younger, but I was an adult, a mother, and but I didn't have the faith that I have now in my walk with God. And our baby boy he was having problems as a young child with his knees arthritis. And we didn't know it at the time. And so we didn't have insurance. Back in them days, we didn't have insurance, and he would wake up.
Barely had job.
Yeah, he would wake up in such pain. He would wake up screaming. And because he couldn't barely straighten his legs out in the morning. And so Lawrence would go in every morning and just lay hands on him and pray. And this one particular morning, he goes in and he's praying. I go into the room and I'm like, I'm tired of this. We got to get my baby some help. When I tell you, he kicked me out he told me, get thee behind me, Satan, in the name of Jesus. Let me tell you something. Nobody but God. So I thank God, my son, we got him some help. And just continue. It didn't happen. Go ahead, finish the story out.
No. Since you brought the story,
come on in there.
And this ain't nothing to toot my own.
No, baby, come on
how
now.
Good God
is. Yes.
And and I laid hands on him and I prayed to God, and after that night, he had no more problems with his knees.
But we went to that's right. He had no more. But we were able later to go and get him to a doctor where he got diagnosed. Yes.
I don't recall that.
Because you didn't go to the doctor's appointment. But this was years later.
Mhm.
This was years later. He was healed, but we still knew that there was something going on.
Mhm.
And they diagnosed him with that. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
He had no more problem, but in his older years now, that's why you need to go lay
And now
hands
that
on him
joker
again.
now going to holler about his knees again now after all these years. What happened to the faith you had, son?
Oh,
that
come
I
on,
put
tell
in?
him again.
You know, God put something in you, so you need the rich
Back.
back.
Yeah. And when the
Don't
Lord
reach
heals you,
back.
you have dominion over that thing.
Yeah.
Not only can he pray over himself
Yeah.
and be healed, but now
Yeah.
he can lay hands on other people with rheumatoid
Talk-
arthritis.
talk-
Come
And
on
see them
now.
be healed. I have authority
See
over
over that thing.
Yeah.
Look at Jesus. So I'm
Oh.
sorry. I just said that just brought
That's
back
so
to my memory.
good.
Yeah, just call it like it is. Oh Lord, they putting up questions for us. I know you keep going, and I was looking past y'all, but I couldn't. Okay, you ready, Anna? What you got for me?
I'm ready when you're ready. All
I'm
right.
ready.
So Betty on Facebook is saying,
Hey, Betty.
is it possible to not react in panic because our body just reacts that way?
That's a good one.
Is
Tiara, you
it-
want to take
You
that?
ready.
Tiara is ready.
Is
I
it
didn't say a
possible to
word.
not? It is possible to not panic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I recall an incident.
Here we I think I know where
Again,
you
with
go.
my children. My son was in the lake, and there's a shore on one side. There's a shore on one side and boats on the other side, and so he knew how to swim. But when the boats came flying by, the waves began to go and wave over his head and carry on. And so I saw him panicking out there in the water. And I ran out there, and I'm not a shark or nothing like that. But you know, when it comes to your chillins,
Yeah.
you know,
get
you're gonna
somebody-
do whatever you have to do. So God give you some strength from on high somewhere. And so I dove into the lake to go rescue him. But he was panicking and he was gonna drown his boat had I not calmed him down.
Yeah.
And so I got him up to the surface and I told him, I said, son, you know how to swim. I say, when I heave you, I want you to dip your head under the water and just swim back to shore.
Yeah.
And so when I heaved him, he went out. I heaved him.
Okay, y'all got to.
And so
Stephanie, y'all got to say what that heave means.
and so he went under the water, and even though the waves was continuously, he was able to recognize something that he knew how to do.
Yeah.
I know how to swim under this water.
My daddy just brought me back to my remembrance.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
stay calm.
Yeah.
And you can do this.
And so, yeah, just to answer your question, you can not react to the panic, because if you do react to the panic, you're sure to lose.
Ooh,
should I say
I was
that?
just gonna say it's no
Yeah.
cost.
It's a cost.
Yeah.
You got something to say on that? I see.
Anybody done add
Christina,
something to that?
Christina got something.
Yeah, I do, because at the end she said, you know, our body just react that way. And it's just a trained behavior for our body to react that way. So some things we have to unlearn and untrain ourselves. Like for instance, I used to, you know, react to certain things with anger or, you know, with aggression. But I had to really start to see myself doing that and say, you know what, let me stop this. And, you know, I allowed, you know, God to just work on me in that area, and it changed. And you can change, because nothing about your reactions are completely just normal and natural. It's something that was learned. You know, it's something that you picked up on the way, you know, so you can unlearn it as well.
Yeah.
I love
And just
that.
to put a period at the end of Betty's story here, it's not your body that reacts. Because the body only do what the mind tells
Oh,
it.
come on now.
That's good.
Come on now. Come on now. All right,
So-
Betty, that was a great.
So we got to transform the renewing of our mind.
Absolutely.
See, scriptures mean things. I'm trying to tell y'all, baby.
They
I'm
do.
trying to
It
tell
helps
y'all, you need to read those scriptures and understand them sometimes, because they can save your life. Really.
Yes.
That was
It
real.
is your life.
That
Yeah,
Those scriptures are life.
Yes.
There
We
is
got
something.
another?
Yes, Sandy Parks over here on Facebook. Can y'all read her?
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy,
That's
how you
okay.
doing?
So Sandy's saying, life throwing every damn thing on you, but you need to face it. But what if running away from it is the only way for you?
Don't run, walk. If that's your only choice, you got to get out of it. Don't run, because if you run, you might be running into something that can take your life. So walk, sit down, get your plan together, figure out what you're doing, and walk away. Don't run. Don't run.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody else want to say something to that?
I've recently come to the understanding that like when we're in those seasons where it feels like life is throwing literally everything at you, those are often seasons of transition.
Yeah.
God is changing things. And when we're in seasons of transitions, it usually feels like my life is over. Nothing is familiar. Nothing's going the way that it's supposed to go. And we feel like our life is ending. But in fact, God is just transitioning us to a new season. When we look at that scripture in Isaiah, like, behold, I'm doing a new thing, we get excited about it. Like, oh, things are going to come up. But you have to go through that transition before you get to the new thing. And so whatever different areas that life may be throwing at you, Sandy, and I'm walking through this as well, though all of those areas may be indications of areas that you need to change in preparation for the season that's up ahead. Because God is always, he's the same, but he is always taking us from glory to glory. He's always taking us to new places that is going to require a new version of us. And so there just may be such a great change in this new season that's coming. And there's all of these areas that are going to have to change in response to that. So just walk through it with God. And and another part of that too is that we only have a limited capacity, and we're supposed to.
Yes.
We're not supposed to be able to weather every storm on our own, because we have the Holy Spirit, which is the spirit of truth, peace, love, joy, all of those things. And so where we end, that is the beginning of God. That is when we allow him.
So good.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's where he
ding.
says, like, my power is made perfect in your weakness. So that means what you don't have, I have all of it.
He's waiting on the
all of the things where you're running to the end of your rope, those are the times where you say, God, Holy Spirit, I'm tagging you to come in because I ain't got it.
Girl, I'm about to slap you.
He's sitting back. God's sitting back over here like, okay, now.
Like, one of the things that I've been learning is that, like, I don't have any patience.
Yes.
And so when I come into situations that require me to have a patience that is above my capacity for patience, that's why I have to literally physically say, Holy Spirit, I need your long suffering because I don't have it in this situation. And then as you continue to walk with him, what is him becomes a part of you.
Come on now.
But
no.
That is good. My God.
No. You a life coach.
Hallelujah.
Like you are a life coach or counselor or something.
I teach and coach women. Come on.
And coach women.
In the Lord. As I'm learning.
Yeah, y'all better recognize what's on the set here.
Tiara, what's your website?
TiaraSade.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Get your life. Get your life. What did Bree K say? Bree K on YouTube. What she just said? Did she say?
Oh, that's my sister.
Come on, Bree K. That's your sister. Come on. All right, Bree. Yes, honey. Tap in, God. I love
we sister.
All right, let's get back to the smoke here.
Oh Lord.
We ain't never left the smoke.
I love where the smoke is going, but I want one more. Give me another one up there, because these questions are keeping us in the smoke and how to deal with the smoke. Yeah. So I love what they're putting out there. What she said.
Hey, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Joyce is saying, God knows that going through the smoky fire situation can make us strong.
Oh,
yeah. It's the refiner.
It's the refining.
Is. I want to be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life. Take my hand, purify my heart.
Only on the love and victory.
I want to burn for you. Only for you. The fire's dying down.
Did y'all hear that?
That's for the refinement. Think about when the potter molds the clay, he then has to put it in the fire.
Because if he just molded, and what it look like?
It ain't gonna keep its structure.
It ain't gonna be
the fire is the purifier.
Come on, come on. The fire is where you get the strength.
What makes a diamond? What makes a diamond shine?
Nah, that.
Do you gotta have a little.
And I would even say too, the more that you learn the character of God, the more you're able to build up your tolerance to sustain the smoke. Because there are some situations where you need to be able to sustain the smoke. Think about like firefighters or what are they called? Like the swimmers, the They save people when they're drowning.
The
dive team. Like they have to build up their capacity to hold their breath
for their assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So it's necessary. It's necessary. Build up your tolerance.
Do y'all hear? Do y'all hear what's going on? Look at Neville said. Hey Neville, how you doing? Neville said you definitely should record a song for us. You know what? We're gonna have her do a song that's strictly for the Love and Victory show.
Let me do the
we're gonna have her put in the chat. Yes. A 1 if you want her to redo the song for the Love and Victory show. 2 if you want us to keep it the way it is. I want to know by the end of this show. All right then.
Y'all can keep them 2s.
Yeah.
Right. My friend said what she said.
My friend.
I really want to count them up. Let us know. Oh God. Okay. We got one more. You have one more? Okay, we're good. What time is it? Oh my God.
What is it almost?
Oh God. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna give y'all a quick good song. Don't embarrass me, team. Do not embarrass me. I want a good song. I don't want just any song. Y'all can go on over there and talk to each other for about 2 seconds. Because if I'm telling them they're going to listen to a good song.
Make it a good song.
Make it a good song. Well, what song y'all want to hear? Make it a good song.
Even though I heard, I smile.
Oh, come on, there you go. She's giving y'all what she want to say.
Franklin,
Kirk Franklin, Smile.
Oh, I like that.
We're going to hear
I
Smile.
want to hear
Today's a new day.
Yes. We're going to give y'all Smile. All righty. Ooh, are y'all smiling over there? Because we smiled. Did y'all enjoy that song? I did. It just got all inside of me.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. It was perfect. I'm going to come back.
It was painful for us because you was trying to sing it. You don't have a voice like Stephanie.
But baby, you
never come from my friend.
You're never supposed to talk about your wife, baby.
Baby, this is the Love and Victory show.
Honest, huh?
You know, we're brutally honest on this show.
I was not gifted.
Anybody can talk about they've been raped.
Y'all still heard Joy. She was enjoying singing that song.
You can surely say, baby, your voice was not like that.
You know what? But see, you know what God is. I'm gonna be in that choir.
And
when I get there, because you know what, and it's when it's gonna be a perfect melody, because I'm not gonna be the only one that can't carry it.
The angels gonna sing.
I remember that lady that was the choir director at the church I was attending some time back, and I was in the choir.
Sister Anna Brony Brown, I love you if she's listening out here.
But she just kept hearing something. She started walking the aisle. She walked and she came back and she stopped right in front of me.
Big choir too.
What she said?
She say,
Oh my Sister Anna Brody Brown, that was the best thing.
They moved me over to another ear. Same thing.
So I ain't the only one that can.
Yeah.
No, all right.
It's a joyful noise to the Lord.
Right.
I like that too. I love to sing. I sound like you when I sing to myself.
Okay.
Not to other people, but in my head, and I say I love to sing.
Some of us are made to be soloists versus being in the choir. See, I'm a soloist. See, I was meant to do that.
Because the choir can't stay with you.
No, you understand?
The choir can't stay with you.
So y'all know what to do for you. Okay. Well, I'll ask this question. I gotta ask this question, and I really want us to really think about our response on this one.
Okay.
How do you respond to someone who is having a problem with the person that you're becoming while you're in the smoke and coming out of the smoke? They may have something negative. They may think, well, not negative. They may not like you because they're not understanding what's happening to you. But have you ever experienced that? What's your thought?
So, in other words, how do you handle someone when you're Job?
Oh, break it, baby.
Saying,
that's exactly what. That's why you my co-host. Go on ahead and tell them.
All right. I'm just told. I just told the people what you said.
So I'm gonna throw it right on over here. Come on, let's give some dialogue to that.
Go ahead, friend.
Well, for me, and because it's also recent, when you're in the smoke, change is happening. Some refining, some pruning. So friends are leaving. You're separating from people. So the people, most of the times, the people that can't handle this transition that you're going through, those are the people that's supposed to be transitioning with some of the old stuff.
Transitioning on out of that.
Exactly. Absolutely. And I've learned that, and not saying that they're bad people, but they're just not meant to come in that next season. So you'll know those people, you know, like the ones who giving you kind of pushback and, oh, I don't like this new person. You know, who are you? What are you going to do? You know, like, what's your next move? What's the next thing? And it's just like, you know what God is telling you. You know you're sitting in this thing that God is telling you because he's told you to sit in it, you know? And so that looks like to the outside person, oh, you're not doing enough. You're not doing anything, you know? So they don't really understand it. But a lot of times it's not meant for those people to actually come with you when you come up out of the fire.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Come on now, give me some of yours.
So I know in like a previous wilderness season that I was in,
I went to a wilderness season. Come on now.
Well, I was in the 40 days, 49. Let me use that language.
You leave whatever you stay right there.
I was in a wilderness, and I just remember I was so because prior to then, like I knew who God was, I read my Bible, went to church and all that stuff, but I was getting to know God in a whole new way. So I was so into where I was in that space with God that I was willing to lose people because I was just like, I don't ever want to be away from you again.
Come on now.
So my mind was already prepared to lose people. And I actually lost somebody that I was close to for a very long time. But I prayed it. I said, God, you see what I don't see. I'm seeing some stuff now because I have a different level of discernment.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some stuff now, and I don't know that I'm ready to pull the trigger on it. But if you see what I see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can remove this, and I'm not going to fight you on it. And I remember getting this long text message, and I didn't even respond to it. It was just like, okay, that was, I knew that was the answer, that this person is not supposed to come here. I also had a different person where it was like, okay, God, I'm ready to let go. He's like, no. I didn't call this person away from you. Don't shut this door. So just understanding and being okay with and being malleable for God as far as like whatever changes you want to make.
Excuse me. Malleable. Come on. Yes. And can you tell them what that means? Because not the people in the back of the
Yeah. So I have to be soft and pliable so that however God wants to mold and shape me, whatever decisions he wants me to make, whatever he wants me to do, I'm open to all of those things. I'm not resisting him.
Somebody thought you had said valuable.
They did.
But somebody thought you had said valuable, but then you say, no.
Valuable.
She put the M in it.
Yes. You just have to be flexible. Like whatever you say, even the things that I think you might be saying that you're not really saying, I'm okay to readjust. Like, because the people that he wanted to stay in my life, most of them have transitioned with me, which was a huge blessing. And there's also been people that did not transition with me, but God had called me. Like, it was just one morning, my friend, like, she's not into like all the things, right? But God has called me, like, I want you to pray for her. I don't want you to shut the door. I want you to stay in connection with her. So just being open. Don't try to assume who God's gonna remove and who he's gonna keep. But just, God, however you work this thing out, I'm going to move how you move. I'm going to be willing to go wherever you go. So like just being okay with the fact that there are time and seasons.
Can I add to that?
Yes.
I think it's important too. It's imperative that we get to know God when not in the seasons that are just the harsh, chaotic seasons, right? Sometimes like we only come to him because we're frantic. We don't know what to do. And okay, now I want to fall on my knees. And it's really because now I need you to change.
And then you're going to go back to the comfortable. When you get good, you're going to forget about it again.
But it's so imperative that you get to know the character of God in those bright, light, fun, in those joyous seasons. Absolutely, where you're feeling prosperous, where you're feeling like you're on top of the world. Because in those seasons that you all are talking about, where you have to let some people go, if you know the character of God, you know that goodness and mercy follow you, you know that he's a good father, that he's the only one who is good, there is no one else that's good but him, then you know that whoever he's bringing into your life, because think about it, when you're coming out of the smoke, you are a more wounded version of yourself. And you need people around you who are going to help to nurture you back to health.
Oh my God.
So if you know who God is and he says, hey, I need you to relinquish this friendship to me. It's reached its expiration date. The season has ended. And now I need you to give this person over to me. If you're holding on to it, then that's probably not going to be the person that's able to nurture you back to health when you come out of the smoke.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I love y'all so much. Y'all so intelligent. I mean, you're so thoughtful in the process of your speakings, and you know, I love y'all.
We love you.
I love y'all.
It's the grace of
We're
God.
family over here.
But I'm gonna add to what you were saying also. You know, because I've been around a little longer than you guys have, and I've seen the majesty of the Lord and seen the beautiful things He can do for us as individuals that follow Him and love Him. And so there, you were talking about people being in your life and people being out of your life. Sometimes God will start moving folks out of your life and into your life, and you don't even realize that the people that was in your life that He got out of your life didn't need to be in your life.
Man, that's right.
Yeah. And it's just all of a sudden you look up and they're not there.
Yeah.
And you're like,
and sometimes they are a hindrance to you in life, and you know they are a hindrance.
but you don't want to let them go. Ooh, say that again.
And you're a hindrance to
To
them.
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, well, I have to be thinking of myself. I can't think I'm a hindrance to someone else.
But you could never be.
But no, you could be stopping what God is trying to get to them because you're trying to play God for them.
No. I can be hindering myself though.
But you can be hindering
You
them.
could be a hindrance to
You
them.
can be a
Well,
hindrance to
God will
them.
remove me from them if I'm hindering them. Then,
Okay, sometimes He do try to, but we think, well, no, I'm gonna stay in here. I'm gonna stand in the gap for him, and I'm gonna help him out, and I'm gonna do this, and
the thing is, Christina, is that
the problem?
is that when you in that space, see, God have a way of moving them, whether you want them gone or not.
But you didn't hear what we just said.
Well, there are times when we won't let go.
We won't let go, baby.
We won't let go.
So they can't move.
we
So
have
we
free
just
will.
suffer
It's a
it,
free
and
will.
we spend 85% of our prayers praying about that relationship.
And
And God is like, baby, if you don't stop,
I've been closed my ears.
You weren't gonna
to
win this,
that.
baby. I was gonna try to be there for, but I was like, okay, baby, 'cause you can't.
You know,
Did your toe-
I'm
did
a
you-
firm believer.
Brother Carter say he ain't the problem.
And you could never
I'm
be.
not
don't
the
play with him.
problem.
You're not the problem.
But my girl ain't the problem either because you can never be.
I could never and won't be.
Oh no, she's not the problem.
Yeah.
No, she's the solution to my problem.
And she. Okay, before we leave, I want to share this scripture
Okay.
because when I was going through my divorce so many years ago,
You've been divorced.
you already knew that so many times. Why you gotta
Such
act
a
like this in front of
baby,
these
though.
other people?
Why you always act like that? Why you always act like
I got married when I was like 20 years old.
My
But
friend live life.
I know that's right.
That's okay. And she's
and I'm gonna get married again.
That's
Uh-huh.
right. Speak
And
that-
he is. And I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Hello.
Not what
You
you
gonna
want to
do
do.
what you wanna
I'm
do.
friend.
I'm gonna do what I want to
When
do.
you get married, you gonna do what you want to do.
He listening. Because I could never be the problem.
See, that's the kind of example. see what kind of example you gonna give her a high five.
That's
on it.
right.
That's right.
Because she's
I'm a
not the problem.
solution.
Not the
That's
problem.
right.
She's the solution.
Yeah.
What you say earlier? I'm your favor.
Okay.
When he finds wife, finds a good thing.
A good dog.
From the Lord.
Let me,
Okay, this is the scripture.
let me go ahead and find your scripture. I'm
I
gonna show you
cannot.
what the favor of God look like.
Oh, come on,
I
keep
know you about to
going.
pull you. Okay, it's 1 John 2:19. And this scripture like saved my life. It says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, no doubt they would have continued with us. But they went out that they might be manifest that none of them were for us.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
They left you because they're not joined to you because they're not supposed to be with you.
Come on.
they
man.
not-
Because no doubt they would have continued with them.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
I
Oh, y'all
said-
preaching.
What can you find? What can you find? That's a good. I
came
want
done.
that right there need to be read again.
They do. They
Because
do.
people like to say, it's something wrong with you when you say, this is over. I'm cutting it.
Expiration date.
Yes.
I have
Yeah.
Mm.
And can I add real quick?
Yes,
So let's
please
okay.
do.
So like let's think about milk,
That's
right?
the favor of God.
Y'all, do let me tell y'all.
That's the favor of
Turn
God.
into the camera. Turn into the camera.
That's the favor of God.
The favor. What else is the favor of God?
That's the favor of God.
So he took.
Brother Carter is too
I
small.
am the favor of
Let me
God.
tell y'all this here. He took his camera, put his camera on. down and he put it on all of our faces and allowed us to see
The
that
favor of God.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me about Brother Carter not being cold out here.
Okay.
He cold out here.
I
Go ahead.
better know.
You better.
No, so like you know how like if you buy certain like food products, like after they have expired, you no longer get the nutritional value of that product. You might get sick if you eat that product. So I think of relationships in the same way. So it doesn't mean that the person themselves are not good. But if we are not willing to relinquish the relationship at the end of its season, then it starts to become like you might have learned whatever it is that you needed to learn from that relationship. But when you hold on past its expiration date, that's when it starts to be tumultuous. That's when it starts to be abusive. That's when it starts to be toxic. That's our word, right?
That's our word.
That's when it starts to be those things. And then if we keep, because the thing is, when things start to get toxic, we start to look at the person like you the problem. But the problem is that you were not willing to let go of the relationship. And now it's become this thing that is now harmful to you. Just like if you drink milk a year after it's expired, the milk was good when it was good.
Right.
Yeah.
And when it wasn't good no more, you should have thrown it out. But you didn't throw it out. You kept it in there. You made it available for your consumption. And now you're sick.
I love what you say right there.
Baby.
But I'm gonna have to echo against you for a second.
Because you're not the problem.
Right. I'm not the problem. But I think it's too many emphasis on ending relationships in society today. I believe it's people are too fast, too quick to say I'm ending a relationship. That's why you see marriages and relationships not lasting, friendships not lasting no time, because people too quick to throw in the towel. Say, I ain't gonna put up with you. I'm not gonna deal with you because you're not for me and I'm not for you. But at the same time, I think we are the problem.
Well,
as
I think
individuals in relationships.
Come on, ladies.
Wait, I wanted to hear what he was going to say.
I'm just. I ain't need to throw all that extra stuff in there, but I just want. I just want to say, we have to be so. We have to not be so quick to just throw in the towel.
This was my cut the crap.
Yeah.
That is, I think that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like everything is irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
Well, did you try to reconcile the differences? Like, are you trying to?
Were you willing to change in order to reconcile them?
Well, here's the
I
thing.
have a question for y'all after.
Let me say, here's my thing, and then I'm gonna. You gonna finish that up too, because I hear what you're saying. I do think that if you've done everything. You've taken it to God. You have worked in it. You've done everything to try and make a meaningful relationship work, because not all relationships and friendships and family ships are healthy for you. Because if a person is unwilling to do their work to fix them up, and every time they come into your space, whether it's family, friend, foe, or whatever, they're bringing that unhealthiness into you. Sooner or later, if you don't do something to protect you, you're going to become that very thing that's not healthy for you that they're bringing in. So I think over a period of time and over some prayer and supplication, and come on now, and then from there, you ask God to give you some discernment, right? Then you can make a decision that's healthy for both parties. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want to make sure.
And just to put a disclaimer up there, I'm not saying every relationship needs to just stay in the relationship. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, just don't be so quick to end a relationship.
We think
That's all I'm
relationships are
saying.
disposable. That's the culture we're in. I'll just find someone new.
No.
We value our ego more than a relationship. And your friend should be able to tell you something that may offend you. This girl, she can say something to me you can say something to me that's going to offend me. And maybe I'm gonna be mad and I need to take some time. But it was something that needed to be said. People who tell you everything that you want to hear, those aren't your confidants.
Right. They're not healthy for you. They're not. You have to, if you're always telling me what I need to hear, what I want to hear, or if you're always agreeing with my bull, because I know when it's bull. If you're always saying every outfit I put on, oh, I love that, you're full of crap. And you're unhealthy. You're gonna allow me to walk to the edge of this There's and I'm gonna follow this cliff, and you gonna see the cliff, but you ain't gonna say nothing because
I'll be like, yeah, girl,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit, you
girl.
right over the edge.
And now I done lost a good man.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell Val that ooh, girl, you sound just like Stephanie when you were singing, and then she gonna get on national in front of all these folks and start trying to sing.
No, I ain't gonna come back there, y'all.
Now
Y'all
you
see.
just gonna make sure she know that you.
Y'all see.
I'm not gonna let my wife embarrass herself coming on here.
No, she wasn't live when she was singing.
But I'm just saying, if I told her, baby, you did sound good, she gonna do like Stephanie. Leave.
Oh my God.
You know what? This has
That's
been,
just an example.
Y'all
That's just an
hilarious.
example of what we're talking
has
about, though.
been. Go ahead, darling.
I know this your show.
No, baby, this is
I know this
for
your
the
show.
people. This is for the people. Because I will let y'all know. But anyway, this is for the people. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have a question. So you two being married, do you think that this notion of like unconditional, because the marriage vows, that's not what's in the Bible. That's what, we decided to make the marriage vows, right? So do you think that this notion of like, once we are joined, unconditional love, like no matter what happens, no matter what you do, I'm here. Do you think that that's healthy? This is the part of the reason for the question, because let's just say that you have someone and their thing is cheating or, being angry and aggressive with their words or whatever. So if you come in and it's no matter what happens, we are together, then my concern is that if this one person has decided, well, I'm not going to change that. And I know that even if you get upset, you walk away for a little bit, you're not going anywhere. Then where at some point, like I feel like at some point there do have to be conditions, because you got to know that it's some stuff I'm not going to stand for.
100%. And that's why it goes back to, you're not making the change for them. You're making a change for you. And I do believe in my heart that there is at some point, if you've put the work in, you've taken it to God, you've tried to work, you've asked that person to let's work on this thing, and they're not doing anything about it, then it's okay to choose you. I'm not advocating to go get a divorce, but I am going to say maybe you have to step away from it for a while for them to be able to see, is this something I even want to work on? Because maybe they believe you will never leave.
Yeah. But I think a lot of times when it comes to marriage, and I've never been married before, but just by reading the word and just knowing, like in marriage, it's you, that person, and God. And we spoke about this on the last show. And it's just like at that point, when we're in this covenant we made before God with him, it's that, okay, God, this man isn't changing. I need you to step in. I need you to fix this situation because I can't handle it anymore, because God is the one that rules in the hearts of men, and he can change a man overnight.
And that's if both of you have a relationship with God, because
but that's why it's so careful about, you got to watch for getting married.
This is what you need to do right here. I'm gonna give you this for free.
You was gonna charge him?
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all this one for free.
Come on, Brother Carter.
If you go into a relationship and this man is cheating already, that's a clear sign that he's probably going to be that way. If you're in a relationship with a man that's abusive or talks crazy to you, call you names and whatnot, and you still go and marry him, expecting him to be something different, then that's
what a lot of us do. We are afraid to walk away. Going back to our conversation, God is giving you all the signs, baby, run.
But he was doing this before we said I do.
And then you go and get married, and then you say, no,
as a therapist,
come on, therapist.
This is great, because this is going to save you from being involved in complex trauma. Prolonged trauma from a person that you love. It is very tough to undo and to work through. It is going to take you so long. Sometimes, like God can do it pretty quick, but you'll have to, there's a cost.
There's a cost
to not heeding the warnings. The writing's on the wall. If this person is already they're showing you who they are, right? They always say, when a person shows you their colors, don't try to repaint them.
Right. That's the color.
Yeah.
That's the color.
But that's because we're desperate. We don't trust God. We don't believe that
they are what?
Desperate.
They are what?
Desperate.
No, that's so.
And we don't believe that God can do it, so we settle.
and we
and-
think
No,
that
no. You think
love
you can change
cover
it.
That we
yeah,
do.
love
But
is gonna
you're
change it.
not God. And the
God's
moment
love.
you become
Right.
God in that situation, then you no longer
Mhm.
need him.
And you
Yeah.
took him out of it.
And then
And you
now
gonna have
you
to
will
carry the burden.
then again you want him to, after you done brought him in
Oh,
and you done went got a covenant, your covenant, because it ain't
'Cause
God's
he ain't
covenant.
even in it.
Yeah, you done, now you say,
He said,
God, I
well,
need you to
God
fix
has
this.
joined
You
them.
told me don't get no divorce. But okay, I'm
Now
done.
you mad he don't go to church. He wasn't going to
Right.
church.
Yeah.
He ain't never
Yeah.
prayed with you. He
Yeah.
won't pray with you over
Yeah.
the food. And you want to leave the house?
That's my cut the crap, because y'all skipped me on cut the crap today.
I did.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Y'all
say something,
did.
baby.
Y'all did.
Oh, baby, y'all forgot. Baby, the smoke. Can you handle the smoke? We baby, it is just right
That
over
is
your
the cut
whole
the
arm.
crap. When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
Not through your delusion, but who they say they are.
Mhm.
Say it one more time.
And this
Believe
is
them.
not to make fun of or make light of anyone out there that could be delusional in their thought process.
God.
No, seriously,
No, I
because
mean-
seriously, there's a lot of people out there that are like that. They see things the way they want to see it versus what it really is.
Oh my God.
And so when you have that type of mindset, that makes you what? Delusional,
Delusional.
correct?
It's no
There,
sympathy.
there's a reason for that too.
Come
I
on.
want her to finish her cut the crap, but there's a
Yeah.
reason that people.
I finished
do
it. You go ahead.
Yeah.
So it's a psychological reason, justification of effort, right? And it's a form of
She got a degree in psychology.
cognitive. It's a form of cognitive dissonance, and it's basically saying.
Wait. You can't be throwing these words
Okay.
out here.
So cognitive dissonance is when my belief and my behavior.
Say the word one more time.
Cognitive. The way the mind works. Dissonance. There's a disalignment or a misalignment. Okay.
All right.
So it is when what I believe and how I behave are not aligned.
Come on.
Right?
Disagreement.
There's a disconnect.
It's a disconnect, and that disconnect causes tension. And we have to resolve the tension. We can do it in one of two ways. We can change what we believe, or we can change how we behave. Right? And so justification of effort is something that typically happens in relationships. It also happens in relationships with like organizations like joining a fraternity or a sorority. And it also happens in interpersonal or romantic relationships. It is when I have put so much work, I have suffered so much, I have been humiliated in this relationship. And so I start to magnify the importance of the goal, which is to be in the relationship. And so I use the effort to justify why I have to stay and make this work.
Oh, now say
That's
that.
where the delusion comes in with people, because they're like, I put so much into this. You know how couples will say, we've been through so much, right? I've put in so much that the prize of being in the relationship has to be great to justify the amount of effort that I put in. And that's why people will stay 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, because in their mind, this goal is just as great as the amount of suffering that I'm going
I can just hear Jennifer, what's that girl name? You're gonna love me.
Oh, yeah.
You were supposed to love me, Curtis.
You know what?
Wow.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's we laugh and stuff like that, but it is a very serious moment, a very serious
I have to
thing that take place out there.
I have to say this. This has, my team is going crazy in the background. It's 9:58 and they are like final thoughts.
Yeah.
We need
It's
a part
so
two.
good. We got to we got to have a part two. I got to bring these three back on. But I want to say this: the comments have been hot.
Yes, they have.
When I tell you, if I had time
I've been
to
seeing
read
flashes of them
all of the comments back, unbelievable. I'm just, I thank you guys so much. But there was one comment that I have to say, Mike Wills. Let me say this: only one show a week, not fair. You know, can y'all imagine us doing this more than once a week? I got to tell you, thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. We're going to do a real quick wrap up. Y'all know these people. They're going to say a quick something, and we out of here. Maybe we'll say it all together. I don't know. I'm on. Come on, Miss Stephanie. Go ahead, Stephanie. Go quick.
I would say work on becoming unoffendable. Like that is going to be a superpower for you.
Oh, see now,
just in life.
Didn't I say
that was
but
it.
that's not quick.
And that's
because it's some that right there needs some context behind that.
Everything gonna need
that
some
right
context.
there, but that one there,
these ladies say
I
around
need
here.
you to say that because somebody need to understand what you're saying, and that somebody could be me. Could you give me the context for that?
Because when you're always so easily offended, then you're not receptive to anything. And really you stifle your growth, but also the growth of these potential relationships that God has given you with people who love you and are good for you and are healthy and are supposed to be in your life. So work on being unoffendable. Proverbs 19:11. A person's wisdom yields patience, and it is of one's glory to overlook an offense.
My friend always got a scripture.
Let me tell you something.
I got to do coordinates though, because he'd be like, well, where's found?
And then I'm going to go to Christina.
I told your daddy, Theophilus. Where's that, Theophilus?
Christina, who are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are just to everyone that when you have your time of going through the smoke and through the fire, just allow God to sit with you. You know what I'm saying? Allow him to be there and to change you and to prune you and get to you whatever he's trying to get to you. And just withstand it because you're coming out. You're coming out. You're coming out.
Oh, Jesus. And then I'm baby, let me tell you, the smoke.
I love y'all.
Come on, Tiara, come on, give it to him. Give it to him. I put you in the middle. You in the hot seat because I know she gonna handle this.
Oh,
smoke.
she can handle the smoke.
That's why I got her there.
No. So just kind of continue what Christina said. Just trust God. Be sensitive to him. Like he's not putting you anywhere to take you out, to try to kill you. Like anytime you feel like you're in the smoke, you are actually in a place of transition and you're going somewhere new and that's far greater than where you've been. So just trust him.
Yes.
Brother Carter.
Romans 12:1-3. Read it at your convenience. It'll help you to develop this.
Is that be transformed by the renewing of your mind?
Exactly.
And I got to say, I love y'all. But we're going to have Miss Stephanie take us out on us with a song. So while I'm saying my goodbyes and how y'all can find us and follow us, she is going to take us out with a song. So don't cut her off too quick, team. I want her to give us a song and we'll do what we do. Give them a song.
How do they find us?
You can find us on LV with Val. If y'all can put up how they can find it, it's all follows. They got it going at the bottom of the screen. All righty, Miss Stephanie, go on ahead and take
just a snippet.
Give it to them. Give it to
I want to be tried by fire, purified. You take whatever you desire. Lord, here's my life. Take my hand. Come on, Val. Purify my heart. I want to burn for you.
Come on now.
So pure.
Only for you.
Let's give it up. Give it up.
This has been a fantastic show.
The next time sing one I know I can hear.
I know you want me to sing.
What do you want you to sing?
What a friend we have in Jesus.
Don't let my man act for something not get it. Give it to him.
My sin and griefs to bear.
That's my song now.
Privilege to carry.
What's that?
Everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pains we bear.
Come on now.
And it's all because we do not carry everything to God in prayer.
Victory show every Saturday morning.
That's why we have so many problems in the world today. We don't carry it. We don't take things to God in prayer.
Oh Oh my
You
God.
trying to carry these burdens
I
on
got
our
to
own.
end this.
Lord have mercy.
Let me tell y'all this here. I love y'all. Y'all want some more of this
That's
here?
the closing remark.
That
Yeah,
was
stop trying to
comeback.
carry this on your own.
Cause you can't. You ain't built for it. You ain't built
You
for it.
ain't built to
Let
stay
God
in
be
a
God.
house
Built
full of
for it.
smoke
Ooh.
on your own. You better
ain't
get
built
out of
for
that
it.
house.
Come on now, you ain't built for
You
it.
better put on your oxygen.
All right,
We
y'all.
should do a t-shirt line #built for it.
Built. Ooh, that's it. Oh, that's our
I
next
think
t-shirt.
that's already out there.
No, that's
I
ours.
think
Okay.
Chevrolet have that out
You
there.
know
already.
what?
I think they got it now.
I'm trying to end this show, but they won't
All right,
let
I'm
me.
done,
We
I'm
love y'all, and everybody look
All
at the
right.
camera and tell them bye.